Hey guys, this is Athena. I am making my response for week 26 of the YouTube Pagan Challenge. This week, the question was, do you and how do you meditate? Before we start, there is a pretty good chance that we'll get interrupted by the one and only Poochie. Meditation is something I'm very interested in. I have done it a few times, but not nearly as much as I would like to. I definitely would like to incorporate a daily meditation into my life, and that's not happening. I wanted to share some types of meditation that do work for me. My favorite one, the one that I go deepest in outside of being in a guided meditation class, is one. There's an app, and I wanted to recommend this to you first. There's a lot of different versions of it. There's a free one, but like most things, the paid one is a little better. I'm going to show you a screenshot of it. I'll probably say the name wrong, or it means breathing in yoga, I think, but pranayama, I think. I could be saying it wrong. Well, that's what the icon looks like. I think it's a couple bucks. If you use it, then it's very worth it, and I've had pretty good experiences with it. I would say I need to do at least 10 minutes, 10 to 15, to really get anything out of it. But here's what's nice about it. There are so many settings, and you explore with it and find one that you like. I use, in case you ever do purchase it, the one I'm going to play for you is, it's the beginner level, and the breath is 4 in, so a 4 count in, and then an 8 count out. There's no other breaths with it. There's other options where you can change the count, and then you can, after you inhale, you can hold it, sustain, and then release it, and then sustain again, like a wait before you breathe again, and then continue on. There's whatever settings you like. There's different backgrounds. There's also different tones, like musical notes that go with it. My favorite background is ambient, and it sounds a little bit like you're at an ocean. There's an option I don't use, but one of the options, instead of the musical note for a tone, it actually sounds like men's voices. So I'm going to play the one I like. This one, when I went on a little weekend trip, I've mentioned a few times, it was a yoga getaway kind of thing with lots of meditation. There was a little bit of yoga, but there was a lot of meditation. And I always like the guided ones better, because just sitting in silence is torture for me, especially if I'm with other people, because I start thinking about body noises, and my stomach will start growling. I mean, I can mentally, even if I've just eaten, my stomach will start making blurpy noises, and I'm too distracted by body noises to enjoy the meditation. So during one of the sessions that we had, I didn't realize it was not guided, and that it was just 30 minutes of a huge room of people sitting in silence. My only relief was when the air would click on, because at least that little bit of white noise was more relaxing. I can't sleep without white noise. I just hate it. I get distracted. I'm ADD, and I get very distracted if there's silence, because then I listen to whatever weird noises are in the silence. So during one of those sitting meditations, it was 30 minutes, and even shifting your body was loud. So I summoned up these tones from this app. Obviously I didn't have it with me, but I played it in my head, and it helped. And then I actually got to a point where I really was like, all right, we're good now. And I almost fell asleep during one of them. So obviously I got past the body sounds, but I'll just play it so you can hear what it sounds like. This is what This is weird, because the transparency is adjustable if you want to see inside his body. Because who wouldn't want to see a floating pair of lungs? It's a little funny. And then you can have it where I guess you can really visualize literally the air going in and out. So this is a wonderful app. I have purchased songs over the years, but I don't get as much from songs, even if they're made for meditation. I just get a lot from this. So that's one form. Another form, when I do finally get a chance to sometimes take a bath, a hot bath with all the salts and oils and things in it, and my usually I have rose quartzes in there and various things. I always have incense burning with a window open, and I will say I've talked a lot about Nadia's incense from Lady Jane's Bewitchery, so you should check her out. This is one over here. Her incense, not only is the smell fantastic, I use it as a form of meditation in the tub sometimes with candlelight, and there's a fan blowing in here, so it kind of distracts it. But without a fan, it makes these ribbons of smoke, and you can, I guess it's more like scrying. It's like a scrying meditation. It is not picking up on the screen like it looks here, but with candlelight and with this, it's fantastic. And I've tried to even take pictures of it because it's so gorgeous, but I can't on my phone photograph smoke in a way that can capture that beauty. And then a third way, my crystal ball that I bought not that long ago, a couple months ago, it has rainbows in it and inclusions and things. Looking at this, looking at candlelight through it, or even trying to see the moon through it, it breaks up the image. But if you can kind of just relax and look at it, again, I guess it's less of a meditation, but it feels like a meditation because it's like relaxing, and sometimes things come to you. I guess that's what scrying is. Scrying must be meditation of some sort. So those are three of my favorite. I don't do it on a daily basis, as I've already mentioned. One that I want to incorporate, and I have not yet done so, I would like to try a labyrinth walk. There's a lot of labyrinths in the area, maybe not a lot, but there's definitely a couple. And one is not too far from me, and I haven't ever tried it, never even gone there to see it. I don't know if it's indoor or outdoor. I've heard of a walking meditation with a labyrinth. If there's other people there, I could see that being hugely distracting, but one way to handle it, I've heard of people putting a scarf over their head, and almost like you're in mourning or something, or like blinders, like on a horse, so you can see, but you don't have to worry about people. You don't have to worry about looking at people, because I imagine in a labyrinth, some of the paths are, passing each other pretty closely. So I would like to try that. I like walking meditations, the idea of them. When I went to that meditation retreat, I went 2 years ago also with a friend of mine, and we went on a walking meditation, and I love walking through the woods. I think it's awesome. This was not awesome. And maybe this is what it's always like. I didn't know, but there were probably 10 to 15 people all there, and we made a line, and we walked down the side of a road. Now, it's not a very busy road, but a couple cars passed. And you walk as one. You walk in unison. And again, all of this is not the problem. It was the insanely slow pace that I had a hard time with, and that you were really focusing on the feet of the person in front of you and making sure with every tiny minute movement that you would mirror it. And it does take you out of your thoughts that race around about things that might stress you, because now you're focused on this person's feet. But I also had a little bit of that voice being like, this is really dumb. What is the point? Is this supposed to be like this? This is so slow. Oh my gosh, why did I sign up for this? So that was there. Again, I think maybe that it wasn't indicative of a true walking meditation. I think I would like to try it on my own and walk through the woods in a meditative way. I'm not sure how effective that would be unless I found an area where there's no litter. And it's not like everywhere I go is totally overrun with litter, but it's bad. There's not it's not so rare that you only see like one thing on a walk. If I went on a nice long walk, I've made videos before where I come home and I have a huge bag full of trash. So I could probably still, if I wanted to, I could make that work. So, okay, I think that is my long-winded answer. I definitely this summer, now that it's summer, today's Saturday, so it's not officially summer as far as being out of school until I get up on Monday and I don't have to go to work, but whatever. One thing I want to do this weekend before Monday is write out my summer resolutions, some things I want to make sure I accomplish before the summer's over, and new habits I want to begin. And I think the only way that'll happen is if I put it in writing and then on a calendar and break it into steps. Otherwise, I know from every single year, I'll look up and it's already, wow, July, wow, August, crap, now I go back to work and not really get much accomplished. And I don't want that to happen this summer because it takes so long to get here and it's such a short time that I have this hiatus from the real world. I want to get some serious witching on this summer. I hope you have a lovely week. I'll talk to you soon.